All right, now what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? This God, you know what I'm saying? And I'm here now. I wanted to see what today, today is 6th of July, 2025. I wanted to see what the preacher's mind was on, so I pulled up church ministries and I pulled up today's date. And I got Joyce Myers, you know what I'm saying? It's a pre-recorded sermon. It's not today, you know what I'm saying? Because today's Sunday. I'm really looking forward to hearing the sermons that's going to go on today after me and God, meditating, you know what I'm saying, as God, you know what I'm saying? But this Joyce Myers saying, watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And this God now, Joyce Myers, this Adam, the first Adam, I swear to God I am. And you look like one of the teachers that I had. And you look like one of the ladies that hired me, you know what I'm saying? And gave me my training at my job. So, I'm supposed to want to hear what you say. And I used to have respect for you. You know what I'm saying? I still do. You ain't said nothing yet, but mind your own business. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. You said it's not for your family. Your family don't need to hear it. So the only person I could think you talking to is a title of a devil and a title of a God. So everybody got a regular name, but I know my name Adam, and you can't be talking to me. And I haven't gave the devil a name yet. Yeah, I gave him one, but that's not his real name. He ain't dead yet. If he die and come back, then name himself that. Then I know, he disrespecting Adam. Because I don't know who you talking to when you say it ain't for your people. If it ain't for your people, what the hell are you making money for? What you taking money from your people for if it's not for them? What you asking for money for? Talking about you don't need it.
But maybe there'll be somebody that will need it.
If it's not for your people, then what you coming in to make money for?
I know you don't need it because I'm going to talk about stop complaining.
Stop complaining. So that's what I'm saying.
You don't need that. None of you need that, right? Okay.
The preacher don't need them complaining, but the people, you know what I'm saying, I think need to complain, ma'am, because we've been lied to by your sermons and shit.
Order on being a pretty major miracle. It seems like the more we have, the more we find to complain about. I caught myself a couple of weeks ago, and I think I do this pretty often. Go to the refrigerator door, open the door, stand there and look at all the food. And then I heard myself say, I get so tired of trying to figure out every day what to eat. Come on, anybody ever say that? You ever do that? Look at that, see? Hands up all over the place. Or, I go to my closet, which is really kind of a small room. And I say, I just get so tired of trying to figure out what to wear every day. Well, when I was a teenager and my closet was this big, and I had 7 outfits, I didn't get confused trying to figure out what to wear. There was a Monday outfit, a Tuesday outfit, a Wednesday outfit. I didn't get confused about my shoes because I only had 2 pair. And I think a lot of times,
man, you ain't got time to be sitting up there, on the clock, because, shit, you gotta be paid hourly for being a preacher. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying? So, I really don't think you should waste no time, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all really ain't got no time, this God, to decide whether you are of a title or not. You know what I'm saying? Because if you didn't make love, you know what I'm saying, your mom and daddy may have. I don't know. But I know preachers owe God an apology, man. And I don't really care if it's a woman preacher or a man preacher. I really don't care. This God. Love need to talk to God. You know what I'm saying? And that's you people that he made love to make. You know what I'm saying? That's who need to talk to God. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to, be beating around the bush with your bullshit ass, stories. We don't need to hear them. And you look just like somebody I just added in my family. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to tell you. I'm just God, and I don't want to hear no liars. And I damn sure don't want to hear no liars, because they use the A for liar. You know what I'm saying? A for beggar. You know what I'm saying? And that's Adam. You know what I'm saying? And the preachers don't like God. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you gonna say, Nick.
We complain about having so much stuff that we actually get confused trying to...
Yeah, you complain about having so much stuff. How you get so much stuff if it costs so much money? You know what I'm saying? This the owners of all the corporations and owners of all the apple trees and the orange trees and the owner of all the chickens, rabbits, and ducks and all the wildlife. This God. So, money that y'all made up, you know what I'm saying? How you get so many clothes, man, the way you can't decide which clothes to wear. And when you was young, you ain't have but 7 outfits. You know what I'm saying? But, you a preacher, so I know your mom and daddy had to be a preacher. You know what I'm saying? And I heard your sermons, for a long time, when I used to, look at, when I first got into it, you know what I'm saying? 1990, 1991, George Myers was one of my favorite names. You know what I'm saying? George Myers. I used to hear that all the time. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying, you used to complain about your husband a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you always talk like you was above your husband. And you knew more than your husband. But you did, make your husband a good man in your sermons. But you was above him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always wondered. You know what I'm saying? How that family revolved with the woman, the preacher, and the husband listening to her and she tell him what to do. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted that. But I don't have no problem with the changing of clothes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I would if I was rich and, no, I would if y'all would just let God be God and everybody work and be, no, I can't say be servants, then I'll be a man sitting up here telling you I want somebody to work for me. No, I just want everything to work like it's been working. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, the boss know he can't get nobody no hourly wage, because the boss can't pay nobody for being nice or loving his job. And all that extra stuff the boss wants you to do, then I can't charge you no money for that. You know what I'm saying? And being the boss's lady, shit like that, or the boss's man, I can't charge you for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on, you know what I'm saying? Shit, borrowed time. Son, you know what I'm saying? That's me, but I'm borrowing my son. You know what I'm saying? That's it, you know what I'm saying? Because I know my son loved me, you know what I'm saying? We had problems too. But then, you know what I'm saying, God, just don't have to put up with no titles. You know what I'm saying? Like government officials and shit like that. And I'm not going to call the police poor leased. I'm going to call him a public servant. You know what I'm saying? Protected. That's what he paid for, to protect and serve. And he just go in the store and get what he want. He could do it. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Police can go in the store, get him a Coke, this and that there, because he protect that store. But I'm God. I do too. That's why I used to just go in there and get me a drink and walk out in their face. You know what I'm saying? But, that was stealing, but it wasn't really stealing for me. because they knew I was God doing it. And I told them it should have been free. Now, this Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying? My best friend and brother, Chris Brown, when I was Clay, Vernon Clay. Now, and my mama was Rosalie, and my daddy was Eaghe Casey.
Don't say that. I know now. I was going through Mississippi on a college tour not long ago. Stopped at the filling station. Have a long limousine. You know, I pulled through and I traveled it because a lot of times I don't like to fly. And the fella came out. He said, "What much I give you, boy?" And had a fella with me. He said, "Boy." I said, "Shut your mouth." The restroom. Well, I don't think it's working. I said, "Thank you, sir." I'm not going to stand up. I'm the champ of the whole world. You want me to fight for America and I can't even use the toilet. You want me to what you call I don't know. I had a right to say I'm the Olympic gold medal winner. I'm Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. He's mad. He called with Highway Patrol and Klansman might be around. I'm way back in there by myself and I can't box. That good. You understand?
Yeah.
Honestly, I hate you now. Don't say that. I know now.
And that's me, Chris, being you, Chris Brown. That was me being you back then, Chris, before we passed away as Pop. You know what I'm saying? Then.
And had a fellow with me said, "Boy," I said, "Shut your mouth."
And you heard him, he said, the fellow with him said, "Would you say, boy?" He said, "Man, shut your mouth." You know what I'm saying? He had to tell him to shut up. He had to tell his homeboy to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Muhammad Ali. But this is a white man that might have a clan around, and we don't know what all they got. You know what I'm saying? So why would you sit up here and talk shit to the white man that's talking shit to me? Even though I'm Muhammad Ali. And see, that's how Muhammad Ali could have got crossways with his friend, brother or friend. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, as God, you got to be patient. And sometimes patience is showing mercy and being graceful, even if you ain't receiving it. That's how you fall from grace, not showing it. You can't fall from grace, not receiving it. You know what I'm saying?
Hi collective, hi everyone. I am sending you guys lots of love and light, my babies. I hope that everyone is doing well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all, thank you guys. Thank y'all so much for your continued love and support, you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. All right, you guys. So, with that being said, my loves, we're just going to go ahead and tap in, you guys, and just make sure you come in with your discernment and your intuition, you guys, and just make sure you only grab and take what resonates and what speaks to you, okay? All right, y'all. So, first things first, Karmicville Collective, they're mad as fuck. Spirit said they're mad as fuck. You guys.
That's why when you see a star fall, you make a wish. You know what I'm saying? Because if a whole star fall, that means somebody fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So when you see that star fall, just make a wish, man. Say, "Hey, man, I'll holler at you next time." You know what I'm saying?
It's full of jealous, hating, bitter, miserable ass people that don't want to do the work on themselves, and they're watching you succeed and hating on.
Yeah, I know. Joyce Myers would be real mad at me now because she took her job serious. And she thought she was working for God. But her God wasn't the right God. You know what I'm saying? So she got to make up another name for God if it's not Adam. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be another name. You know what I'm saying? She can't beat around the bush and teach me how God changed Adam's name from Adam, and Adam add people. You know, add Am. So, you know, you can get mad at me, Joyce Myers, you can get mad at me, man, preachers. But all y'all wrong. Yeah, woman could preach because women ministered to men in the Bible. And it's in y'all's Bible, New Testament, where women ministered to men. But you knew you could change that word minister to mean she served them. You know what I'm saying? She served them food. You know what I'm saying? But spiritual food means she was talking to them, giving them good sense from God.
And now these people don't have no car to get back and forth to where.
But a preacher could have got mad at her, just a regular woman, ministering to a man, giving him advice, because they could have said she was a diviner, a witch. So, you know, the preacher know what the devil's name is, and it's Beelzebub. And I don't know who that is, and I don't know who gonna name their child Beelzebub.
Having issues with their tires, motor issues or something like that, you guys. But yeah, it's just a lot of shit going on with these people, and that's because God don't like ugly. These people were very, very
and when y'all go to rigging them cars to have wrecks, make sure it ain't none of God's children in the car. Make sure we don't have regular names in the car. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's what I see. You know, when y'all made the electric cars, I say, I guess they don't want nobody to have no gas. Because gas cars can't be controlled remotely too long. You can't remote control gas cars, but you can remote control electric cars. That's why TD, the devil, like electric cars. I ain't never heard him or seen him in no truck. See, whoever made two-door cars, that was a preacher. Because that was the last preacher I saw. You know, at Westlake got a two-door car, but I like it. Because he looked just like Omar, you know, Omar. And I bet Bishop Omar, Pastor Omar, I bet he got a two-door car. I bet he got a two-door car. And that didn't make no sense to God why they even made a two-door car, especially a two-door truck. Who gonna help you put all that stuff in the truck if you got a two-door truck? Just you and somebody else. What the fuck you gonna do with a whole big old bed of a two-door truck? That's why a Ford 150 shouldn't cost nothing. Not a goddamn thing. A Ford F50, 450 shouldn't cost a goddamn thing. Don't none of the shit y'all made in man's thoughts, you know what I'm saying, make sense. You know what I'm saying? And everybody jumps in the back of trucks when John get a new truck. Everybody in John's truck. Instead of everybody having a goddamn truck to drive. You know what I'm saying? The bosses and preachers. You know what I'm saying? I can't put John in the preacher category because I just ain't gonna do it. I know John ain't no preacher. And I know John really loved me. And I love John. So I patched that up in myself when me and John were still together. But I couldn't do it with every preacher. Because they didn't like me. And they were jealous of me. And wanted my women and all that shit. And when Marty would tell the preacher on the job, the Higgins man, my cousin, that, you know, I'm preaching. Oh, he ain't no preacher. Because he's jealous, man. Shit, damn, dog. You know what I'm saying? You my cousin. Shit, you from the country too. You a Brown. You a Jackson. You a Casey. You a Higgins, nigga. Shit, you kidding the Casey. And he jealous of me. Because he got a good job as an operator and I don't. I'm just a measly welder putting the plant together and used to be able to operate it. But they didn't believe in, you know, all you have to do is have 3 years experience being an operator to be an operator. But they team leaders didn't pick me. When it got my name got to their team leaders, Dow Chemical gave them a word not to pick me. So that's why Jerry Manning became an operator instead of me in the well shop for Phillips 60s, which was supposed to be my job as Della.
I'm going to keep these. The Knight of Wands energy with the Magician and the Hermit. Somebody could be in isolation watching you and sending you negative energy. You guys.
They gonna have to send me negative energy because what I'm saying is gonna make negative reactions. I'm sorry, it's God. The truth hurt, man. And it hurt me worse than y'all. Shit, because I'm y'all that was fooled and told that y'all wasn't God. You know what I'm saying? I'm the fool that had to come and tell you that I was God. And feel shame too, because so many of y'all, and y'all don't believe y'all God.
I'm feeling like with their thoughts, with their thinking, with their words, with their actions, you guys, that's how they're sending you this negative energy, you guys. Somebody could be talking shit about you. These people could be making up lies about you.
They have to. Even the preacher gotta be making up lies right now. Because God done told the truth of how they feel.
What's going on, man? It's your big brother Train tuning again to another exclusive.
It's all about money with him too. You know what I'm saying? I tried to get something free. I thought I was gonna get some free information. Shit, you gotta pay niggas to get anything from them. I don't care who it is. Preachers ain't the only ones charging. Everybody want money for their video. And I think everybody should get paid for their videos too. But we just gotta get merchandise, man. We can't get no money. Because people be after you, man, if you had a whole bunch of money. And if they knew you had money, they'd kill you for it. So why do we need to fuck with money?
When I say this, because I have been doing this for a long time. And
you ain't been doing it that long because I just started. It ain't. No, your life ain't did no 360. Yeah, you different, but you still looking for money. You still look for money. You ain't no different than you was yesterday, today. You still need things, and you still on this internet to make money. To make money. It's God. To make money. Stop lying to these people about how good you feel and how much money the internet paying you and shit. YouTube ain't paid me a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing. Not that I asked for it. And not that I pay for ads, because I'm adder. What the fuck I'm going to pay for an ad for? Them 2 letters is mine. The sun out there, mine. The moon out there, mine. And all y'all stars, my name. This God. Because the devil, Satan, and demons ain't got no name.
From who I used to be, I get scared of myself sometimes. I don't even know who I am sometimes because it's just that good, right? So this
it's just that good. It's just that good. I'm God, man. My life ain't got as good as yours yet.